Hi, this is going to be a basic tutorial on how to use interactions. I'm just going to show you how to use them and how to go about using them in your server. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the server. I need to get a position, so I'm going to do that first. So we're going to go ahead and boot this up. And once we're all ready to roll here, we will go get a position in game, and we will use that for our interaction point. So let's go in game here. Let me actually turn this audio off. There we go. So we're in game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an interaction maybe right here on this sidewalk. So I'm going to hit F1, open up my console with F8. Inside I'm going to see a position. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new file inside of plugins. We're just going to call this, I don't know, some interaction. And inside of some interaction, I'm going to create a file called index.ts. And now what I'm going to do here is create my interaction. So the first thing that I'm going to actually do is I'm going to make a const the position. I'm just going to get that off my clipboard. And what we're going to do is we're going to reach out to the interaction controller. So we're going to do start typing interaction controller. And you'll see one for server here. That is the one that we want. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a interaction, okay? And we're going to do parentheses. Instead of the curly brackets, you're going to press Control Space, and you're going to scroll all the way up. See all these up here? This is going to tell you what you need to make this interaction work, okay? All of them are currently question marks, but I can tell you that we're going to need a type. So I'm just going to say some interaction. And we're also going to need a identifier. Let's just also call this some interaction. The identifier is basically just how you would remove it. It's not entirely, it is necessary, but it can be whatever you want it to be. If it's going to exist forever, don't worry about naming it. The description, this is what shows up in the top left when you're walking over an interaction. So we're just going to do something. Okay. And then the next thing that we're going to add the position. And you know that position that we have here, we're going to go ahead and move that up here. And let's just rename it to interaction position. And then we're going to take this and we're going to put that right here. And we should also subtract exactly 1 from the Z position here. So instead of 40, it's going to be 39 and then 0 here. We'll leave the 8 there because that'll get us a little more accurate. And then once we do that, scroll back up, see what else we're missing here. We're missing a callback. So what a callback is, it's a function that is going to be called back when you interact. So I'm going to add some parentheses, and I'm basically going to do a fat arrow function. So this is a function here, or a callback function. And it is the same as doing something like some interaction. And then you would have player, well, not player here, like that. So instead of doing a callback with the fat arrow function like this, I can just do this, where it's just some interaction. And if I want to pass data through it that's like unique to this specific interaction, I can make an array and do like hello world. And then I can listen for these arguments with option 1, option 2, and then both of these will come back to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to construct option 1 and option 2, and I'm going to send a message to the player. The only thing is I'm missing alt, and so I'm going to go ahead and import that. So at the top, import all as alt from alt server. And then down below here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call player funcs, which is this one right here. You want the one with the extensions path. And you're going to do emit message. You're going to pass the player. And then you're going to construct a message. So I'm going to combine these two. I'm going to do option 1 and option 2. Now I should get a message in chat when I interact with this point. And to demonstrate this, I need to import this new plugin. So in order to do that, what I am going to do is go to imports. Now the folder is called some interaction, so I'm just going to reference that here. So I'm going to do /some interaction and then index. I'm just going to add a comma up here to make it work. And there we go. So now what I'm going to do is go in game here, and we're going to go ahead and test this interaction out and make sure that it works the way we want it to. Okay, perfect. So I'm in game, and in the top left, you can see do something. If I press E, it's going to send me hello world. And it's working exactly how it should. Very, very simple.